So I've been photographing this tree for a while now, actually two trees I have in mind, just because the light behind me is casting, picking out the trees. It's a lot harsher now, but back sort of 10 minutes ago it was really isolating, like a little spur come off of a tree. And I think these are beech trees. Yeah, so it's the light that caught my eye, as it often does in the woods. This is my happy place. Just listen. Just the birds. You can hear a slight hum of the road because I'm over the other side of the woods, my local woods, exploring a new area that I seen a few weeks ago when I was on a walk with Willow and Kirst. And I walked this very path and seen lots of different compositions, but this stuck out to me just because of the light, like I said. And I'm using a tree on the right, which is probably 6 foot closer to me, and being zoomed right out with the 7200, that does cause some depth of field issues, although you wouldn't think it. It does when you're zoomed right out like that. Obviously it's compressing the scene so much and it's really crunching down your depth of field. So I'm shooting around f11 and maybe even f13. Really I wanted to shoot f16 to get both them trees, but then I'm getting everything in behind sharp. So what I'm having to do is do around f11, f13, focus on the first tree, and that's giving me sharpness on the subject I want, and then fading off into the distance, because the distance is very busy, and especially now as that sun's coming up, I don't want it. It's going to get busier and busier. So yeah, I wanted to grab this shot, and as it is now, it's very nice, very soft light, and I'm just shooting a 50th of a second f11 ISO 400 to try and keep that shutter speed up, because there's a little bit of flittering in the leaves, and the shadows in behind are just absolutely brilliant. I know that I can make this look like a painting. This is one of them images that I just absolutely crave. I know I'm bigging this shot up, but yeah, this is just one of them shots that offers so much to the eye, but shot in the right way, like I think I'm doing, and taking multiple shots over and over again of the exact same scene. I'm not rushing around, I'm not clamping my tripod, I'm standing still, I'm calm, I'm trying not to move because I'm using a telephoto lens, so I've got a 5-second timer. I'm on my collar mount. Yeah, sorry, what was I saying? Battery died. Yeah, I'm not jumping around, I'm being calm. I've now able to pick up my coffee now that I've got some shots in the bag. I can relax a little bit. I've got my focus sorted, and I'm just letting that light that's fleeting in behind me, sun's coming up, it's getting higher and pointing down and sort of spreading out, and because it's such a busy scene, ordinarily if you could see everything it would be too much. We haven't got mist, we haven't got the atmosphere, but what we have is nice soft directional shadows and highlights. So I'm using that to my advantage. I'm letting it bleed into the background. Certain trees are going to pick it up, certain trees aren't, but because I'm only using a certain short depth of field, even in f11, I'm only getting the first 2 trees really in focus. The rest of it is just blending in. You're going to get like a painterly, warmish sort of highlights in the background, and in Photoshop I can enhance that. I can put a slight autumn effect on it just to make that glow even more. I can warm it up, I can cool it down. There's so much I can do. but only by using the settings I'm using and the experience of knowing what I want at the end. I'm able to shoot now for post-processing, and I'm going to be honest. Recently, because I've been predominantly a Lightroom guy, as most of us are. I've been getting more and more into Photoshop, and the powers of Photoshop is just unbelievable. And it's making me more of a broader photographer. I'm now thinking, what can I do with that? I could do whatever I want, and I think that's important to me, that I'm pushing on, and I'm seeing things even deeper than I normally do. A lot of people that I take my workshops are like, God, I never even thought of that, or I never seen that, and it's because it's slowing down enables you to see everything in detail. To be honest, there's a lot of detail out there in that image, and if I just quickly snap a shot and move on, I've missed everything. Yes, I've got the picture of the tree, but I've missed everything that supports it. Yeah, and that's kind of what I try to talk about in my workshops, is take your time, assess the situation, and 9 times out of 10 a composition will evolve the longer you're there. So yeah, I hope you like this shot. I am going to put it on now and at the end, and yeah, let's move on and see if we can find something else. Coffee first. Ugh. Just before we move on, I just want to talk a little bit about these Bluebell shoots and the way we can shoot them responsibly, and just the whole ethics of what me and Paul are trying to promote here in the UK, and that is the Nature First 7 principles. I'll put them up on the screen here so you can see them. If I stand to the left, you can see. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the 7 principles, and Nature First is an American organisation from Colorado. Fantastic group of very well established photographers worldwide, and me and Paul are running the UK side of things. So if you are interested in finding a little bit more out, I'll put a link to Nature First website and our Facebook group here in the UK, where you can get all your information, and please join the group. We've already got some really fantastic members. I think we've got we're pushing 300 members now, which is amazing. But yeah, going back to these shoots, it's all relative. Please don't walk on these. I know everyone wants to get that Bluebell shot, but this place is littered, and if you just look out where you're walking, everyone can enjoy them, everyone can get shot, you don't have to trample on them. It's not a rant, I'm just saying that it's very close to my heart when I walk around these woods, is I want these woods to be here for hundreds of years, and I want to be able to shoot bluebells like everyone else for hundreds of years, and that's kind of why me and Paul started this Nature First in the UK, is to try and educate and promote these safe and responsible principles that I think if we were all to somewhat follow, things would be around for a lot longer. So yeah, I just thought I wanted to mention these Bluebell shoots, as they are gorgeous, and they're going to be this area is going to be littered with bluebells soon. But yeah, you see it so often where they're just trampled on, and it's a bit sad really. So right, now I've got that off my chest, let's see if we can find another shot. The sun is very harsh now, as you see by my face, so we are going to struggle what I've got. But there is a nice valley here and a hillside, so I'm hoping I can shoot across, pick out something with a long lens. Right, what I am doing is I have seen, it's so hard for me to even see. I have spotted a scene of a park bench and a lovely hillside with the sun backlighting it. It's a very harsh, as you can see my face, I hardly open my eyes. I'm getting horrendous lens flare, but by holding my hand way out here, just take another shot. There we go. By holding my hand way out here and being very still, I can eliminate that lens flare, and that's quite a good tip. Hold your hand out way over the lens. You'll be surprised with a telephoto lens, 135mm, you can hang your heart with the lens hood, obviously, as well to help. You could hang your arm right out, way out what you'd think would be in the shot, and it's not. And it will eliminate lens flare 9 times out of 10. Now I am shooting 80th of a second, ISO 100 f11, and I really like it. I'm excited about this shot. I would like to use a polarizer, but I can't because my filter size won't fit inside this. My filters are 82, that's a 77mm thread, so I can't get the lens hood on afterwards. And I do worry that if I don't use my lens hood, the lens flare is going to be unbelievably, it's just going to be impossible to control. So yeah, that's my thought process. I'm just checking my focus. Everything looks really good. I'm getting a lovely glow from above. It's very abstract. It's going to be a bit arty. But yeah, really like it. You've got like a nice warm glow from above. And I'm just using the bench in the lower third, and I'm banging it right in the middle, because by doing that, what I'm doing is I'm creating scale in the image. I want that bench to look tiny. I want the hillside to look as big as possible, and by plonking it right down low and just giving it a little bit of breathing room, it's all about that hillside, it's all about them highlights, all about the shapes and the textures that are in them trees in behind. And yeah, it's really good. There's a little bit of frost on the bench. The grass has got a bit of frosty dew on it, so you've got a two-tone warm ambient light and the coolness of the morning, and it sort of tells a story of the thaw. It's just incredible. The light rays are very, very, very cool. I do think I could bring out, again, using Photoshop, I can bring out this shot to make it look really special. Oh, that was so good. I don't even care if I don't get another shot. Absolutely brilliant. I'm not entirely sure if this is the shot that I want. It's I'm not entirely sure if this is a shot that I want. I like the light, but I'm not. The middle of the image is missing something. So what I might do is, I've tried to go like 3x2 and crop out. I'll probably crop it. I might put it to a 16x9. Yeah, that looks better. And that's another little tip. If you put your aspect ratio in what you think you're going to edit in Lightroom or Photoshop, then it does help isolate your composition, and obviously it's non-destructive, so you do get the whole file, but it just gives you a better idea of what you're going to be seeing when you get back to the Lightroom. And I just like the light. I like the light we're getting, but the middle of the frame is a little bit blah. It feels a little bit, maybe a little bit unbalanced, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. And I also have the polarizer on as well. I'm just using that polarizer watching my highlights on my histogram. Kind of in these conditions I kind of shooting to the left a little bit because these highlights are very bright. On that last shot I did end up bracketing just because it was so bright, and I couldn't risk not coming away with the shot, so I did decide to bracket. This one is a 1/5 of a second f/16 because I find this lens in f/16 gives me edge to edge sharpness. I've got trees both sides on my borders, so I want to make sure that they're sharp as well. But yeah, the light's just nice. It's not a particularly good shot, but I will obviously show you it. Taken a lot more images this morning than I would normally. I think I'm just enjoying the atmosphere and the peace and quiet, the birds. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of haze in this shot. Oh yeah, no, it looks good. Just wish there was something in the middle there. I think if I went portrait, it wouldn't. I don't think it would do it justice. I will maybe try it, but I think it suits some more of a wider, almost like a little pano. Yeah. Another one in the bag. I'm not sure if you can see, but just in here, I'll get out of the way so the camera focuses. Just in here, there's a nice tree here, and then you see a light in behind. That is the kind of thing that I look for, and things I notice when I'm out in the woods. Is I'm looking up a hillside there. It's very dense, so I can eliminate the sky, and that's just standing out to me, just picking my eye out. It's very hard. It's going to be very hard for me to get up there due to the the bracken behind me, but there's a lovely little tree, a little spur hanging in the far light. No, it could be a little goer. But I'm going to walk on, and I'm not going to film it, and you'll know if I've took it or not. Now, a little secret, I am scouting for bluebells, and I have found what I think could be an absolute beautiful shot. Have to imagine the scene with obviously bluebells, but I found a nice little clump, a leading line. The brown leaves are nice. It's a nice shot now. The sky is no good. What I might do is possibly try and crop that sky out, but yeah, you have to imagine this shot with bluebells. I will show it now, so you can see, get an idea. But it shows the importance of scouting. It's going to be a very hard shot. I'm going to have to focus stack this. I'm probably 16, 18 inches off of this little, what do you call it? It's like it is a bluebell, but it's the early signs of a bluebell. I can't. The word is not on. I can't think of the right word. But anyway, you get the gist. So I'm very close. I'm going to focus stack this. Probably might even be 4 or 5 images. Stack them, edit them in Photoshop. But anyway, I'm going to take this shot, then I walk back to the car. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you like this more of a regular video as opposed to the bag review last week. And if you are interested in a Woodland workshop, one-to-one or a small group, then here's my website. Just go to photoninjaphotography.co.uk. No, that's a lie. That is a lie. Photoninjaphotography.com, and I will just go to my contact me page, which is on my workshop tab, and fill that out, and we can get you booked in for a one-to-one. Right, let me get this shot, and I will see you next week. Ciao. So you're probably wondering why you're looking at a raw file. This is a shot that I don't particularly like, and I haven't really felt that inspired to tackle this one yet. I'm just not in the right frame of mind. Obviously, it is a raw shot, a raw image. Still, this is an unedited image. I'm showing it to you because I need to explain why. It's a shot that I will look back on, and just watch this space and check out this image when I do get round to it. So in this shot is my favourite shot. This is a real impulsive shot. The light was just incredible, and this is definitely my favourite shot of the shoot for sure. This one is kind of like the first one. I don't really like it. It's far too busy, in my opinion, the background. I have edited this. This isn't a raw image, but again, I just had a go at this one. And this one is the shot that I filmed at the end, and this is the shot that I'm going to get the composition I'm going to go back to for bluebells. This is going to be a killer shot. I can just feel it. But like I said, it needs them bluebells.